Welcome back. She's one of the most recognizable names in women's hockey, a three-time Olympian, five-time world champion, co-founder of the Canadian Women's Hockey League, speaker, and now author, to name a few. We're fortunate enough to have her on our show this morning to talk about her brand new book, The Role I Played. So we welcome in Sami. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, I am so excited to chat about this book. I actually don't read fiction books, Sami. I only read books of people who share real-life encounters, biographies, and specifically, I actually only read sports-related books, stuff about athletes. So I'm ecstatic to actually read yours. It's on my list as the next book I'm reading in 2021. Tell me why you decided after all of your achievements that, hey, I want to be an author as well. I want to tell my story.
Well, I think the biggest thing was initially I just wrote this book to have at the back of the room. I work as a professional speaker, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to just make a little bit of extra money. But the reality is once I started writing it, I realized that all these stories are so important in the Canadian fabric of hockey. These are women that fought for a long time to be able to play the game and just are amazing people and stories. And to me are really the reason why we were so successful for so long. And so people like from Saskatchewan, Kelly Bouchard, Dana Antel, Colleen Sestorix, and Haley Wickenheiser. I wanted people to know them, to really know my teammates and these amazing people.
Well, and I'm super excited to read your book because I know you have a lot of kind of, like you said, insider stories, kind of that behind the scenes. And I kind of wanted to hear about this book before I read it because a lot of people are saying that it sounds really down to earth when you read the book. That's how you come across. And I mean, chatting with you, that is how you seem as a person. Is that what you wanted it to be, you know, the feedback from this book, that it's not just about somebody who's achieved all these accomplishments, that, hey, I'm a real person too?
Yes, you're exactly right. And you're my ideal reader because you're sporty and you're into this kind of stuff. But, you know, I wanted it to be for all of us because I think we all go through tough times, especially with what's going on. We're all put in roles that we don't necessarily want to be in, but that are really important for the team. And I have a motto that, you know, you don't always get to choose the role you play, but you always get to choose how you play it. And how you play your role, whether it's huge or whether it's small, really does matter to the success of the team. And I wanted to write it real so that people really felt like they were coming along the journey with us and that they were a part of our team because we're all a part of this bigger team. And so when you do read it, I don't want to give away the ending, but we do win the gold medal. So that's all I'll give you. That's it.
Who would have thought? All right, and that's what I love about it. So I'm actually such an Olympic nut. I live and breathe the Olympics. So I'm so excited to kind of hear those parts of your books. And like you mentioned, your quote of, you know, we don't always get to choose the role we play, but we always get to choose how we play it. You've seen all the different roles. You've been the starting goaltender. You've been the backup. You've seen every single portion of where you can give something to every team in every aspect of life. And I feel like that's something now you have a kid, you understand what it's like to be a parent, to inspire that next generation that, hey, even if I'm not the person who's out there on starting lineup or right there, I can still contribute somehow to a team or to any aspect of life.
You just gave a really great synopsis of my entire book. But I think that what sport teaches us is, you know, it's not real life, but it certainly teaches us a lot about life and how to interact with others, how to be there for others, how to support others. Does your teammate need a kick in the pants or do they need a shoulder to cry on? What is it that they need to be the best that they can be in any situation? And how can I be the best teammate to the people around me? How can I uplift the people around me so that we are successful together and really finding success in other people's victories? Sometimes that's what gets us through. And just really being proud of what you do each and every day. I mean, we're going through some tough times. So, you know, you get your kid ready for breakfast before their online school starts, and that's a win. That's a success. So be proud of what you do each and every day. And what you bring to the contribution of the team, whether that's in your workplace environment or, like you said, in your family, whatever dynamic that is. It's just,
I like that.
To do it with positivity and be there for others.
Finding the W in anything. All right, well, very quickly, women's hockey, you guys are finally starting to get the recognition you deserve. Hopefully it just grows from here. Like books like this, I feel like are really going to help that. Your aspect, you know, you go out there, you speak, you're an author as well, you're a parent. I want to make sure people know where they can find this book because I want it to get all the recognition it does deserve.
Well, up until the pandemic, you could have bought it in any stores, but now you can go on my website, SamiJoSmall.ca. You can find it there. You can order it online wherever you get your books, but really do take the time because these are some women that I don't want to be forgotten in history. It's really important.
Well, I can imagine that you will never be forgotten, Sami. So thank you for your time this morning.
That's very kind. Thank you.